What up YouTube? So today I'm going to talk about why I decided to go to a barber studio instead of opening up a public barbershop. Let's jump right into it, yeah? Obviously you have your pros and cons with both a barber studio and a barbershop. But first and foremost, let me say this, that I've been cutting hair at a public barbershop for about 7 years now. I came to the point where I have a pretty well established clientele. So I started thinking, you know, why am I still paying booth rent? You know, I rarely take walk-ins, and you know, there's nothing wrong with paying rent at all, especially if you're a barber just starting out. Obviously you're gonna have your traffic there, you're gonna find your clients there, but again, I reached a point where it didn't really make sense to me staying at a public barbershop. I had either one or two options, either open up a barbershop, which was my original idea at the start of this year, or open up a studio. And again, why I went with the studio instead of a barbershop is, one, I just want to do something different. I'm just one of those people where I like working in by myself, in my own environment, being able to control my own music, my own just atmosphere. And a big reason why I went with the barber studio is I wanted to provide that one-on-one experience that you can't really get at a barbershop. And you know, I'm not trying to talk bad on barbershops, but when you have a really deep connection with your clients, like a lot of them like to start talking about personal things, really personal things, and a lot of that stuff you can't really, you know, talk about the barbershop all the time, because you know, one, they just won't feel comfortable. Two, it's just, you know, you never know what the atmosphere is going to be, or it's going to be loud, or it's going to be, you know, a large group of people, you know, a mom with their kids, so you can't really, you know, you got to have some sort of filter working at a public barbershop. But more people have been, you know, really comfortable now. Those clients too, that when I used to try to start a conversation at the shop, you know, they'll just be super silent. They just, you know, quick one-word answer, and you know, I thought, okay, then maybe they don't want to speak, so I'm just gonna, you know, just let them do them. But then I started cutting them here. But what I realized is that, you know, now they're more outgoing, they're speaking more, they're talking about, you know, more personal things. So that just tells me they're comfortable. I wanted to create a space where people come in here and just feel really relaxed and calm, and that's again what I did here. Is, you know, I have a bunch of plans. The reason I also went with the studio is because I wanted to personalize it to add more services. The couple barbershops that I worked at didn't have a shampoo bowl, and I was in the back of my head that I wanted to do, you know, more services besides haircuts. So do color, but also, you know, washing hair. I'm getting into facials as well, but I wanted to build a spot that had the tools that I needed to do what I wanted to do. Again, I feel like an artist, I was very limited at the barbershops I worked at. I just felt restricted, you know. I wanted to be able to be more creative. The first 2 weeks working at a studio was a bit weird, you know, coming from a barbershop. It just felt like it was quiet, you felt alone at first, and that was a little bit weird. Now, would I recommend switching over from a barbershop to a studio? It really depends on the kind of person you are, man. Again, if you like the social barbershop scene, you prefer to have, like, you know, other people in your conversations, and go ahead. As far as for me, like, I never really was into that. I'm a bit of an introvert, so I honestly, I didn't care for it some days. Some days it was cool, but it's like I always just liked having a one-on-one experience with my clientele. And again, I felt like I wasn't able to achieve that at a barbershop, to get really close. And the studio, again, allows me to do that 100%. This is a great idea if you would prefer to work from home as well. Like, you can find a spot in your garage, which is what I did. You could check out the other videos on my channel if you want to check out the progress of the studio as it was being built. But you know, you can find a spot in your house, or you could even build a shed and convert it into a barber studio, which was my first idea. Then I decided to go with this because I wanted a bathroom, so I just went with what I had. Honestly, I can't say bad things about the studio, other than, again, if you're the type of person that, you know, you don't like to be alone, or if you like to be social, I guess. If you need that environment, that barbershop environment, then I wouldn't recommend doing this. I also wouldn't recommend doing this for the people that haven't established a clientele. If you aren't booking up every single day, and I do mean every day. I'm not really advertising anymore. I'm not looking for new people. You know, I'll take one here and there, but I work on appointment only base. If you haven't established a clientele, I do not recommend this at all. Also, another reason I did this, I just wanted to have full 100% control over my schedule. And not to say that I didn't have the schedule to do that before, but again, when you work in a barbershop, you're also expected to take new people in, to take walk-in. I didn't like having to squeeze people in. I'm not a person that likes to rush haircuts. I'm a person that likes to travel a lot, and if you know me, I like to plan a trip at least every other month or even sooner. So again, having full control of my schedule, it's beautiful. I don't have to worry about timing it right if another coworker is, going on vacation, or just having to, I just like full control. I'm a huge control freak, as you can probably tell by now. So yeah, that just works in my favor. If I didn't cover an answer that you wanted, please feel free to drop a comment. Even ask me in person if you're one of my clients. But I would highly recommend, if you're a person that loves freedom, I'd recommend you working at home. Whether, not even if you're a barber, if you're even a stylist, a nail technician, not having to, make that drive to work. And I never really made a long drive. It was probably like a 15-minute drive to work, but this makes you feel less stressed. There's less, I'll put it this way, there's less factors that can add to your daily stress. I'm a big person. I like to take care of my mental health. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope to see you on the next video. Like the video, drop a comment, subscribe if you're a new viewer. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next video.